right, let's do this. Welcome to the Worst with Chad Austin. I got me a guest, a reoccurring guest. This is David Wright's back.
Hi, kids.
David's in the new studio.
Yeah, it's really nice.
And he just got back from Peru.
I did.
And coming back from Peru,
This is relevant for a reason.
Yeah, absolutely. Coming back from Peru, he's like, "Hey, Chad, I brought presents," and I'm like, "Oh, cool," And obviously, I'm just thinking, being that I'm a bartender, I just immediately it's like, "Oh, it's going to be booze related," And he did. He brought me a bottle of Pisco, which was fantastic.
As you do.
But then he also pulls out a bag of what looks like bay leaves, but they're Coca leaves. And
Because customs ignores white people when they go through. Oh, look at him. He looks like a Chick-fil-A manager that only fucks missionary. Go along, sir.
And there you go. So
Work.
He just brought Coca leaves back with him, and I'm gonna try them for the first time right now.
It's gonna be great. And first, though.
Oh, but first,
we're gonna do something else.
We're also microdosing mushrooms.
Made with mushroom extract.
So
Special. Do you guys want one?
So he's extremely generous, and he has these great little gummies that basically it is a mushroom extract that these are made with. And Gay Jesus is giving us his bounty.
Yeah, I turned my body into coca leaves. With the body of Christ, you are saved.
There goes.
So, Coca dips.
There goes the mushroom gummy.
Yep, that's been done.
And here's the thing I worry about though with the Coca dip is talking with a big wad of leaves in my mouth. We'll see how this works.
I was singing in the car with a wad in, and it was just fine because you know how cocaine is.
Dude, I love a good wad.
I love a good wad in my mouth.
All right, here we go.
All right, everyone.
Don't try this at home, or do if you have them.
Or do,
All right. So, I mean, I guess it's gonna take a minute. It's gonna take a minute to soften them up a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm really curious as to how this is gonna go along with like the 7 cups of coffee I've had today, bud.
Lord.
But so basically, if you don't know, it's the plant that cocaine is made from.
Yeah.
But it's just a plant, and in Peru they just eat it all day long.
Yeah.
And and work.
Cocaine was the white man's invention. They took something pure, coca, and then they were like, we need to purify this till it's way too fucking strong, so your dick doesn't work. And then we have cocaine. This is fine. This is fine. This is correct.
This is a milder version of a stimulant, basically. So we're gonna get slightly jacked and slightly loopy, and we're just gonna talk and we're gonna hang out
for your entertainment.
So David, how was Peru?
Fucking incredible.
What was your favorite thing that you did there?
Coca leaves. No, it was definitely eating. The food is incredible. Also meeting a hot actor on the plane ride over. That was a lot of fun.
Like telenovela actor or like American actor?
Telenovela actor.
That's dope. Because, I mean, if you look at telenovelas, everybody on them is usually hot. They
look like porn stars.
It's usually either hot and then, like, abuela. Like, it's just everybody is hot and then extremely old grandma.
And then, he was a total sneak attack because I didn't even realize he was gay. He just, started flirting with me at one point, and that was nice.
How did he flirt with you?
He put his finger in my hand.
He put his finger,
Very subdued.
Just one finger, just kind of like, what was your hand like cupped?
Yeah,
and he just slid it in.
Well, I'll tell you, it was kind of funny how it worked. I went to go get us more beers at one point, and the flight attendants were I guess rooting for me. They could tell. And I get beers from her. There was a gay guy who was a flight attendant, and this guy was the total homie, ultimate wingman. 20 minutes later, he walks up and he's like, "Hey, I like your tattoo. It's really pretty." So I say thanks. And then Mr. Man was like, "Oh, I think he likes you. You should flirt with him." And I was like, "Listen, I'm gay, but I'm not into him." And then he started flirting with me. And I was like, that flight attendant fucking knew.
Oh, so
you're the homie.
Flight attendant just went the full-on homie for you. Like, flight attendant basically was like, I don't have a chance with the male model, but maybe my homie sitting next to him does. So props to flight attendant. Yeah. So, but nothing happened, right?
Yeah, no.
No mile highs?
No. I mean, his mom was sitting in front of us, so forgiveness. Like I said, I felt like I was on a weird Japanese game show. It's like the hot guy hits on you on the plane, but his mom's right there. What do you do?
What do you do?
We're gonna put the boner cuff on you and see if your dick moves, and if it does, you don't get $10,000. I lost. I lost.
I'm sure you did.
So that was fun. Great self-esteem boost. Always love that. Then Lima. I basically just ate and hung out with Jose and his family the whole time. And then we went down to Ica, where the pisco was, and I made a complete and total ass of myself.
Please explain.
Well, like I told you, they give you 9 different samples of pisco, a shot each. So after this tasting, you are 9 shots deep, and then they start giving you a tour of the estate. You're just
So you're 9 full pours in, and then they're like, okay, now come walk around this place with us.
come walk around and let us teach you about pisco.
Dude, I'd be like, nah, fam, I'm taking a nap.
Like seriously, like can we do
Either
tour?
that, or I'd have both cheeks stuffed with coca leaves.
I had a dip in.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
I had to. So that was incredible. And then we went to Cusco, which was great. Lots of ruin tours, but this is where I made a very serious mistake.
Were there llamas?
Tons of them. I ate several.
You ate llamas?
Fuck yeah, llama's delicious, bro.
Dude.
Alpaca's like if one animal was made completely of tenderloin.
Really?
And they give you fur you can wear. They're just a very, it's a utilitarian creature.
No, dude. I just keep on thinking of Emperor's New Groove, which is one of my favorite Disney movies. And the Cusco was it was David Spade, dude. You ate David Spade.
I ate David Spade,
Fuck.
and I'd do it again. Yeah, it was delicious. But we're on a ruin tour, and this woman comes in the van, and she sells what I think is like a Campari or like an Amaro type herbal liqueur. So I started drinking it. Then my friend stopped me and was like, "That's an aphrodisiac. You're gonna get horny." And I sure as fuck did. So I spent the rest of that day listening to lectures about how the Spanish are fucking terrible people and robbed the Incas of their gold while trying to fight back a boner the whole time. It was pretty magical.
Were you able to fight it back, or were you just sitting there rock hard?
At a certain point, I was just like, damage is done. I hope no one looks at my
You
pants.
flip it up into the waistband?
Yeah, yeah. At one point, I realized though I had it kind of sideways, and I looked down, and Dick pulsates. Like, oh no, oh no, I need help. What do I do?
Oh my god, dude.
So that was fun.
So it was a 2-week adventure in Peru, right?
Yeah.
And you went sandboarding, and you became a witch, right?
Yes, I forgot. That was a very important detail. There's a lagoon in the sand dunes that is said to give you witch powers, and you can form a covenant with it. So I did, just in case.
All right. Well, I mean, I usually am against white people that call themselves witches because usually it's just
Me too.
It's just like let's wear black and lace and listen to Stevie Nicks and be
Nah.
spooky.
But if you go to the lake, I think that you have a right to some brujeria.
All right.
This is what we're doing.
I mean, I would say that you actually traveled for it.
I did.
It wasn't just like you bought like a wide brimmed hat and were like, I'm a witch now.
Poured some of my pisco into the lake as an offering. Don't know if that's what I was supposed to do, but it felt right.
But it was one for the homies.
It was.
All the fallen witches.
All the fallen witches killed by the Spanish Inquisition.
I can respect that. What else is new with you? What's going on, man? I haven't seen you in a while.
Well, playing with mushrooms, and we'll just leave it at that.
Okay. We're playing with mushrooms right now.
Yeah, we are. I give it about 15 minutes, and you're going to start to feel something.
Okay.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
All right. I'm into it.
But no complaints. And I hate to say that because I know when I complain it's hilarious, but I don't things are
No, dude, it's so much funnier when you're a bitter
things are
gay.
Good. I know. Bitterness is a great flavor on me. What can I say?
It's it makes me feel whole when somebody else just feels like as bitter about shit as I do, and I'm just like, oh yeah, and the thing is too is you're as bitter as I am, but you're louder about it. So then
Factual.
I just sit next to you and I'm like, he's saying everything I feel minus the gay things.
You feel them too.
Sometimes,
Shh, baby.
I mean, when in Rome.
And I learned something that if you are in Latin America and you want to make friends with people, just talk shit about other gringos. Instant friendships.
Yeah,
They're just like, oh, you're not a colonizer piece of shit, or not fully. We like
but
you.
you are.
Genetically,
you are.
It's
But
there.
you,
And,
you,
when
you
I
play
get
the
mad,
part of. Yeah,
I
okay.
feel the Spanish and Italian DNA in me because when I get mad, I'm like, burn the village down. But it's okay. I work through it.
Italian, huh?
But yeah.
That's awesome, man. All right. there's a couple things that I have that I
Please.
want to talk to you about. One of them is pretty great. It's did you hear about this lady who just retired from being a sex worker after 50 years in the business?
God bless that national treasure. Yes, I saw her.
76 years old, 50 years as a sex worker in Vegas. So, you know, she worked at one of these, like, you know, probably like these cat houses outside of, you know, city limits or whatever.
Love motels.
The love motels, you know, like where you go to smoke crack and
Yeah, where dreams go to die.
Yeah.
And herpes goes to proliferate.
So Beatrice Thompson, a 76-year-old, recently retired United States sex worker. Sorry, dude, this shit's already getting me like, it's like the coffee and then the coca leaves, and I'm just like, my brain's going faster than my mouth wants to, and I'm just like, let's fucking make business plans.
I hope I'm not giving too much coca leaf ASMR here right now. 'Cause I'm just over here like, yeah.
It's like, you know, just like this part of my mouth wants to start making business plans, and this part of my mouth's telling me to shut the fuck up.
You should write a book.
And she said she pleasured over 500,000 customers in her 50 years.
That's a lot of dick.
Dude.
I'm jealous.
Dude.
I'm just kidding.
Her vagina must look like a day-old brisket. Like, I mean, so
with the bark on it out of the smoker and everything.
In 54 years, and that includes 4 American presidents, but, you know, she's a lady. She doesn't kiss and tell.
God bless.
Best part about this, though, is her nickname was $3. And why, you ask, was that her nickname? Because that's the price that she charged for blowjobs. Dude, I don't know if this lady never, like, caught on to, like, the whole inflation rate and shit, but, like, I mean...
Yeah, I feel like that should have gone up over the years.
Okay, but see, I was thinking that at first, like, oh, yeah, that should go up. But, okay, so if you're charging $3 in your prime when you're young and hot, and then as you get older and everybody else is like... I'm going to pick this girl right here, and you're 70 years old standing in the corner playing with your nipples. Like, like, how else are you going to get one of these guys to pick you and earn your money? You're going to lowball.
Well, she's going to do it for $3. What the fuck are you going to do?
You're going to lowball, and there's going to be some dude that's just going to be like, I just blew so much money.
And it was bad.
I just blew so much money at the craps table. I'm trying to blow my load for $3. So I think that's the reason why her price never went up, and she was just $3.
Also, homegirl might be really good at getting that nut out quick, so she might just turn him and burn him. You know, she could do like 20 an hour.
Well, I mean,
just
I don't want
getting
to, I don't want to stop and do any math right now. But if you think like over 500,000 people in 54 years, like her turn and burn rate has to be pretty significant.
And then does that number just include vaginal intercourse, or is that total nuts busted?
I think that's total nuts busted.
That's a lot.
I think it, like in total, that is like it's like satisfied customers.
I feel like the entire gay community would have trouble holding a candle to that number. That's not true.
That's not true at all.
True.
You know that's
I
not
thought
fucking
about
true.
what I just said. Actually.
You fucking
y'all are nasty.
Like I know you, and you're gonna be up at that number by age 76. You fucking whore.
I have seen some things. Okay. And a lot of them were dicks.
So many of them were
I
dicks.
just got one complaint. Like, I've been seeing a lot of shit online where people are like, I don't eat ass. What the fuck is wrong
I just
with
had
you?
this conversation with one of the cooks at my work.
Who doesn't eat
Okay,
ass?
so here's something.
You can wash it first, you squeamish bitches.
Obviously, but here's something.
Don't.
Here's something that I did. I like to do at work. The guys that are they're the ones in the box cutting all the meat and stuff. And usually it's super busy and it's go time, and they're just head down, just working their asses off. And that's right next to the bar. So whether I'm managing or bartending, I'm always standing there because I'm either expediting food or I'm bartending. So occasionally, to break up like them just being in a crazy hustle and sweating their asses off and cutting a bunch of fucking brisket, I just lean into the window and I say something really random to just grab their attention for a second. And so it was yesterday or the day before. I just lean on the window and I go, hey guys, would you ever let a girl eat your ass? And one of them, I mean, without hesitation, was like, hell yeah, motherfucker! Like he's all
Where that?
He's all 3 days a week last week. I was like, all right,
my man,
and you know,
my man.
He is a big sweaty fool, and I'm like, all right, like
your girl must love you.
I respect that, and yeah, exactly, your girl must love you. And then the other dude was like, nah, man. He's like, I would never.
Miss me with that gay shit.
I would never. And he's like, I won't even eat a girl's ass. And I was like,
pussy.
That's what I said.
Like,
I was like,
what are you doing?
I was like, you're like 2 inches away.
Like, just
like if at most you're like, you need to fucking chill out and just.
I mean, I'm not too familiar with that anatomy, but I feel like, you know, one's here, one's
David,
here.
David, how do you eat pussy, David?
Like this. Can you just not? I'm sorry. I'm gonna need you to.
Can you put that away, please?
Can we just be friends? I'll rub your shoulders, but I'm not doing that.
How good of a friend can you be then?
Fair.
All right. So, it actually says it in the next sentence. I never read these things before I actually use them as stories, so I kind of learn these things along with you. It makes it more fun for me.
More organic. I like it.
She said, when I was younger, I could satisfy 50 to 100 men per day.
Homegirl. She's getting...
Holy shit, dude.
Damn, I mean, homegirl's like, what, 3.5 an hour? Work.
She made it her goal.
No, it's 4 an hour.
She made it her goal to get to 500,000 men before she retired. And it took a few years longer than she expected. So she was ready to retire years ago. But actually, I fucking applaud you.
Yeah. Mama saw that hill and was like, I'm dying at the top of it.
Yeah, dude, like, you saw a hill to climb, and you said, there is no way in hell that you're pulling me off of this. I will fucking grab every dick as a
seriously.
Suction. You know, it's like
only a few power bottoms can beat her.
And it's just, dude, props to you. What was her name? Beatrice. Props to you, Beatrice.
God bless Beatrice.
Beatrice, God damn it, one day I hope you see this because I am so proud of you.
Yeah, we love you.
You're a fucking MVP.
Yeah. National
according
treasure.
she was Sexter Worker of the Year 17 times between 1969 and 1992. Beatrice, you get better every sentence I read.
We stand.
And she further revealed that she intends to contact the Guinness Book of World Records to obtain the awards and recognition for her accomplishments. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I heard that the Guinness Book is pretty like staunch about like proving, and I don't know how she keeps her records, but she must keep records if she like actually counted to 500,000. Right?
She has to have a ledger that just says like oral, anal, start, end time, you know.
What was it in Mallrats, like the girl that was writing like the book about sex, like she just had a different little like icon for what they did.
Yeah.
And that's just so she didn't have to take up too much space in her workbook. That's exactly what this girl did. Thank you, Beatrice. You're an American hero. Like, you know, people talk about patriots, and, you know, it's most of the time nowadays it's like a negative thing where it's like, oh, you say patriot, you're talking about QAnon. No. When we speak of patriots, we are talking about Beatrice Thompson.
5 different presidents. What have you got? Not bad.
Yeah, dude, it's like the QAnon people are just trying to suck Trump's dick. She's actually been through 4 of them. Probably one of them was Trump.
Oh, my God. Poor her.
You know, that nasty little mushroom.
I feel like it's like, remember when that prosecutor realized he couldn't get to Jeffrey Epstein, so he just asked him point blank, like, is it true that you have a small egg-shaped penis? And the man just like left in a fury. I feel like Trump's in the same boat. Like, what do I even do with this? This is a Cadbury egg? Fuck off.
See, that's the thing though, is I think I think when you're younger you might think that way, or if he didn't have money, he would think that way. Like, what do I do with this? But being that he is just a man of extreme power and lots of money and privilege, he does, like, he has never once, I guarantee you, Donald Trump has never once worried that he has satisfied the person he's with. Never fucking once has he worried about that at all.
Okay.
So the size of
that's
the small fucking what did that Stormy Daniels said, it looked like the mushroom from Mario Brothers. like that size of his dick, it never fazed him once because he's
not here for them.
He's not here for anybody but himself.
Yeah. And Ivanka, if she's willing, and he's just waiting for that.
Oh, dude,
I love those
that man
clips.
is so horny for his daughter.
If you weren't my daughter, I would eat you like a fucking pancake.
And he has another wild one about like he's like how he felt after she sat on his lap or something. Dude, The man is wild.
God bless
And
America.
I'll tell you what. Never wanted him as a president, but I do miss seeing him on TV because listening to his rallies there was always something fun to hear.
Hilarious.
There was always something fun. There was never a dull moment with Uncle Don. But terrible president. It's just so no one gets mad. He was a terrible president.
Yeah,
He
get over
just
yourself.
Fucking hilarious.
Categorically, come on, fuck off.
Okay, so I got something else really quick,
Let's
and
do
then
it.
we're gonna get into a video clip after this one.
Oh, Lord.
So a Minneapolis man now faces charges over a violent outburst in a Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport.
Good old Randy Marsh.
So this man, and the Randy Marsh thing happens to be pretty damn true because what this man did seems like it's something out of South Park. It seems like it's something that Stan's dad, if you're familiar with the show, which you should be, it's been a pop culture icon for like 20 fucking years, 20 plus years. One of the best shows ever be on TV. I'm gonna say it right now. I love it.
Agreed.
This man started in the airport at 3:10 a.m. at 3:10 a.m.
Do we know what started the outburst?
It doesn't say.
Fuck.
It just says surveillance shows the man's last name is Towers. Surveillance shows Towers' erratic behavior began earlier at around 3:10 a.m. He was caught on camera punching and headbutting TV screens and then removing all of his clothes and masturbating.
Toxic whiteness stands.
It was about an hour later that he redressed, threw a chair, approached TSA with a scansion, the thing that you block lines with, and started swinging at them and telling them he was going to kill them.
My God.
When they told him he was to be arrested, he said, "I thought this was America,"
I thought this was America.
which is directly out of a South Park episode when
Little League.
when Randy Marsh is he coaching or is he just watching?
He's just
watching, right?
Yeah.
And he gets into a fight at every one of his son's
Every
Little League
single
games.
game.
Every one of them. And as he's being dragged away in handcuffs in his underwear, I thought this was America. Oh, this was America.
Oh, this is America.
I mean, how do we feel about this guy? First of all, I don't have a picture of him or anything. What do you think he looks like? Let's break this down.
Oh, dough-bodied, 5'11", balding, patchy facial hair. Like if I chose not to shave and was like, I'm gonna grow a beard. Like, no, David, that's offensive. That's what that is. Was he wearing? I hope he was wearing cowboy boots. I just want that to be part of it. Stained underwear, stained shirt, sweats.
Yeah, see, I don't
Where
know
the
why.
elastic band has been worn out.
Oh, for sure. At least in the underwear.
For surely.
I don't know why, but I just have like a very like Paul Giamatti vibe.
Oh my God.
Like
Just a short, angry Italian man, just covered in
What the
hair.
fuck?
Like the top of his head is missing all of it, but everywhere else is
just super hostile. And dude, smashing his forehead into TV monitors.
That's incredible. Where's the video? And what was he saying?
But
I
also
need
like
data.
I don't know how you go from. I want to know if he was on something or what he was on, because how do you go from smashing your head into large TV monitors to disrobing and jacking off in the middle of an airport? Because it feels like it'd be something. I mean, I guess it
Bad
is.
acid trip? Like what does that? Like that's
If only he would have jacked off first, because then he would have lost all motivation to do everything else.
would have fallen asleep naked on the floor.
It's just like he finishes,
Had the little death.
and then TVs don't look too appealing
Sir,
anymore.
you're under arrest. Fine.
He's like, that's
This is
cool, man.
America.
America, dude. Do what you want. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette inside this lobby right now while you cuff me. It's all good, dude.
Attacking TSA with a stanchion, screaming, "I'm going to kill you," should be on a T-shirt. Just like a naked man swinging one. I'm going to kill you. I did it.
Dude, actually, okay. So I just yesterday took my kid to the airport. She went for a little week trip.
Nice.
And I had the most pleasant interaction with TSA I've ever had. Like, it was the most, like, I've never had it be such a breeze before.
They're way less subdued and chill now. It's nice.
It's pretty crazy. Like, I haven't
10
been
years
I
since
haven't been in an
9/11.
airport in a minute.
no,
and
20 years. Jesus.
And
We're
they were
old.
just, it was just
10
like,
years.
they're like, yeah, ID. Yeah. Just go there. Just go over
You're
there.
fine.
And I'm like, all right, dope. Like,
Just like
the
me in
line was
customs.
fucking moving. I mean, it was a beautiful thing. I'm bringing this up just so I can show you the mugshot photo, because
I need this.
A wife bursts open her husband's testicles by smashing them in their wedding photo album after she catches him cheating.
Shouldn't have cheated.
But I need you to see how happy she is.
Yes.
Like,
that is a beaming smile. You can't touch Mama. She knows what she did was right. Oh my God, she's so happy.
Like, you know, and
ma'am, can you not smile? This is a mugshot. No.
she's like, I did what I came here to do. And
mission accomplished.
the man thought he did what he came there to do too, and you know, he was just sadly
He didn't
mistaken.
get to come though. Not in the way
See,
that he
like
wanted.
that, I've heard about people being into some kinky shit, and I had a friend who watched really terrible things. Have you ever heard of the BME Pain Olympics?
Oh, unfortunately, yes.
Yeah. So a buddy of mine, shout out to, well, not a buddy, I haven't seen him in fucking 10 years, but TJ Taylor, Taft.
Wherever you are, Taft.
This
God's work.
kid watched the most deranged porn I've ever seen.
My God. It's
And
like no one even nuts in this porn. It's just abuse.
It's just abuse.
What is happening?
It is just abuse. And
Ugh.
he had like these secret folders on his computer.
Oh my God.
Where he would hide everything from his mom.
Oh my God.
And probably his friends too, because he's at least a little bit embarrassed about what he watches. I was
As he
like
should
probably
be.
one of the few
That's
people he
fair.
actually showed. And I just remember going over to his house one day, and he's like, "You want to see some shit?" And I'm like,
That's how it
I
starts.
was like, "Yeah, dude."
If
I was
someone
like,
says that to you and takes you to a computer, run.
no, dude, I was
Unless you're into that shit, because it's gonna get bad.
yeah, dude. So him and I used to just constantly prank people. Like if we would go over to somebody's house for a party, we would find their computer and leave meat spin on their computer.
I love you.
Yeah.
This is why we're friends.
Yeah, I know.
Same shit.
If you don't know
Same
what meat spin
shit.
is, I don't know if it's still around, but just meatspin.com.
You gonna tell them?
Yes, I will. I mean, you know what? I see. I was gonna say I would rather people go to it, but the fact that it's at least 15 years old and I don't know if it's still around. So basically, it was a dude fucking another dude in the ass, and then the dude on top, his dick was spinning in a circle as he was bouncing up and down on the dick.
God.
And there was a ticker down at the bottom that counted how many spins in a circle that the dick went. And it was all done to the song, "You Spin Me Right Round, Baby, Right Round." And we would just leave
Amazing.
this on in the background of people's computers while they were having a party. And, I mean, so I already knew he was into some shit. And I'll never forget the day that he showed me a man take a meat cleaver to his own dick. And
The
like
things that we have
right
seen.
down the middle, long ways. And
He gave himself an aboriginal.
he really did. And that image is burned into my brain, and every once in a while it just pops back in there, and I'm like, oh yeah, and that guy has 2 dicks now.
God bless.
I know. All right, but anyways, shit happens to people, and this
does.
guy's balls exploded because he's a cheater. Hey, don't cheat.
Yeah, just don't cheat.
Don't-
Have
hey.
the conversation with your partner. I'm dying and I need new dick or vagina, whatever it is.
I know
that
you don't even
want.
think about the other one.
I
but,
had to include
but
the
this
straights.
happened. Yeah,
Trying to
I
be
mean,
kind here.
maybe it doesn't really say. Maybe this guy, got married and this chick was his beard, and he was out fucking dudes, and she couldn't handle it.
She got jealous. She was like, I don't have the same parts that guy does. How do I contend with this?
She-
I've watched women lose their shit over that.
Yeah,
It's okay.
it happens. Okay, next up is gonna be the video clip.
Oh.
And okay,
I haven't seen it yet, so we're gonna get some organic David.
Let me just preface this a little bit really quick. The video clip that we're about to watch,
Trigger warning. This whole show is
the
a
video
trigger
clip we're
warning.
about to watch is from a band called Brass Against. Now, Brass Against is probably, I've never heard their music, but you can kind of hear it a little bit in this clip because they're like covering a Rage Against the Machine song.
Oh.
But so Brass Against, they cover like metal and hardcore bands, and they are strictly a cover band. But the thing is everybody in the band only plays brass instruments. So it's probably as bad as you think it is.
Yeah, it's...
Now, this was at a music festival, but apparently these guys are currently like on the road with Tool as their opener. And honestly, that sounds like my personal hell. That sounds like my fucking personal hell because I think Tool is a terrible band. I fucking hate them.
I love Tool, but you just...
I said I think. This is my time. This is my...
Love and support.
So,
Love and support.
okay. Tool's a fucking terrible band. There's a bunch of just fucking dorks out there that think that they're great.
Angry white boys.
Angry white boys.
Don't look at me.
There's a bunch of fucking dorks that think that they're great. They're like, oh, but the technicality of the music. And I'm like, go fuck yourself. Like,
Fuck yourself,
like,
you faggot.
yeah. He can say that, okay?
They can fight me in the street.
But yeah, so like, oh, the technicality. But these are people that have never ever picked up an instrument in their life, and they don't know anything about. They just read it on like the most recent fucking Fader review or some shit. So, an all brass cover band opening up for Tool sounds like
Personal hell.
personal hell.
I mean, I like Tool, but you just added that to the equation. I'm not going to that show.
So
Fuck off.
this is the band.
Okay.
What is happening is she has called somebody. She has basically in the song prior, which is not really shown, she said, I need to take a piss. And she's all, does anybody want to come up here and have me piss on them?
Oh, sweet Lord. Straight men do better, but play the clip.
And so this is actually what happens when you call for somebody to piss on.
You get peed on. Okay, well, I mean, stupid games, stupid prizes. Oh my God, he laid on the ground.
Yep.
Oh,
here she
Sistren. Oh my God. This is real. Oh my God.
This,
man is laying prone.
the amount. I mean, she is really.
She's really
going for it. And this
And
guy,
look at this man.
He's laying there
Oh!
like Jesus.
Oh my God,
Wait, stage fright. Oh, there it goes.
Oh,
there it goes.
Jet.
Oh, is that a fire hose? No.
Oh, did she accidentally? Oh, he breathed it out. He got it in his mouth. You saw him exhale. Oh, Lord. I hope she ate a bunch of asparagus. Fuck him.
Oh, dude, she even does a couple little booty drops to shake it off.
Oh, my
dude.
God. And then the guitar player jumps. Oh, my God. Sweet mother.
So this
mercy.
man is fucking. He is punching the air with excitement
Yeah.
as she's finishing.
As he's getting a piss bukkake.
And
Jesus fucking Christ, he spit it out of his fucking mouth.
it's like
Dude.
You know what it looked like?
Oh,
it looked like when
offended.
when the wrestlers used to enter the ring.
Oh my God.
And they would do like the
water spit.
spurt.
Yeah. That's what we just
exactly what he just did with her piss.
Oh my God.
Now, I want to ask you.
I don't want to kink shame, but
no. Okay,
that was gross.
I lived in Palm Springs for most of my life, and I know that there are bars where this type of behavior exists. Have you ever been a part of it?
Oh no, I'll leave. But one time I did go to the tool shed, and I walked in, and there was red light, and there were a lot of baseball hats and mustaches and very hungry eyes. And that's when I realized that I was the sacrificial bottom in that room, so I promptly left. But many a gay in that situation would tell you, like, yeah, lots of loads, and some guy peed on my face.
Yeah. See,
While I was being held down by 3 other dudes. Listen, gays get wild. I can't even hold a candle to some of the shit that goes on. I'm just like, y'all, I'm proud of y'all. Like, that's what I'm going to say.
So, apparently, her band went on to Twitter, like, almost immediately after the show and apologized for her actions.
Oh, my sweet God.
Which is crazy to me because I would never, ever, 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 ever go see a band called Brass Against knowing what they are. Now, having said that, if I thought that this was her gimmick every show, I might go see it.
Kind of worth it. I would make sure to stay in the back. But
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm not gonna be I'm not gonna be in the splash zone, but
yes,
I'm not gonna be in the splash zone, buddy.
Get your ponchos, kid. She's gonna piss.
It's like a fucking Gallagher show, dude. She just
bends over in front of the stage and just
instead of smashing
rips.
watermelons, dude, she is just
Smashing
streamlining
on her bladder. This bitch. I mean, part of me's proud of her, but most of me is.
I know that
disgusted.
Tool already sells out the arenas that she's going to be playing, but if they ever want to go on tour by themselves, I think that she just needs to use this as her gimmick. She needs to have, like, her rider should just be like 4 cases of water that she drinks before the show. She's just like, I just need
Give me some
4
diuretics,
cases,
some caffeine, 4 cases of water.
and I'm good to go. She's like, because I'm giving these people a fucking show tonight, dude.
I know what my fans want, and I'm going to deliver.
Oh,
Wow,
shit, dude.
that was was a lot more than I thought it was gonna
I'm
be.
telling you, dude. I am telling you, it is wild how much she pissed.
I think the moment though was when he spit it out. 'Cause that means that his mouth was open the whole time and he was drowning in her urine.
Oh no, dude!
Waterboarding himself.
Yeah, that's what I did. Actually, that's what exactly. The first thing I thought was he looks like the first person to ever enjoy being waterboarded. Like, I mean, he is taking that punishment with, I mean, every salt that like in his being. He's just like, give it to me. He is happily fighting the air. You know, he's doing the yay. I mean,
Piss bukkake realness. Go him. You know, live your truth, dude.
okay.
It's disgusting, but
Enough about pissing because that was great, but we need to move on. I was telling you at the house that I had recently went to a drag show, a comedy show. I want to talk about this.
yeah.
So about dude, like almost a year ago, in like the beginning of quarantine, one of my favorite drag queens, Bianca Del Rio, put tickets up for sale for her newest tour. She's doing a theater tour, and she happened to be coming to the Ace Hotel Theater, which is a gorgeous, it's really beautiful old theater. I don't know if you've ever been, but it's tight.
Pictures.
So, year goes by, it's finally time for the show. Things are a little bit looser now, you know, because I was wondering how it was going to go down when I first bought tickets, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to buy these tickets right now. I'm going to get good seats.
Let it happen.
And so we go. It was easy to get in. It was just like, I mean, my wife didn't even have her ID with her. The old man that was checking the door, he's like, let me see your Vax card and your ID. And she's like, I don't have an ID, so I'll just show me anything with your name on it and get through the fucking door, lady.
Just flash something for the camera, bitch.
So we get in there. And yeah, I mean, you know, it's gay mecca. Like it is the place. I mean, at the most at home you can be, right? It is, you know, well, at least one of them, right? It's a drag queen show that is just all filthy humor, and it is just meant to be strictly a good time. They start about 45 minutes late because of like all the COVID protocols. Dude, I'm telling you, this thing's getting me.
It's real.
It is, dude. Like the coca leaves are actually, it's not
The taste of Cusco.
Yeah. Now I just think I have a llama in my mouth because anytime you say Cusco, I just think of Nemper's New Group. But
Cusqueño.
but no, okay. So like it is just like it's honestly it tastes like green tea.
It does. You just chewing on tea leaves, but then you get this lovely mouth numbness.
Yeah, no, it tastes. It really does. It tastes like just like it's that very earthy. Like if you get like a very strong brewed green tea at like a Chinese food restaurant or you know anything like that, like it tastes like that.
Yep.
Except for you just have it wedged in your lips, so there's like just this little bit of like earthy dirt
Dipping.
that's just hanging out in your mouth.
Dipping.
We're dipping. But what I was gonna
bless.
say about the effects of it is, like if you've done cocaine, this feels nothing like it.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing like it. This just feels alert, like I'm having a great time right now. And cocaine, it's alert and you're having a good time until you go one too far, and then it's alert and angry, or alert and sad.
Your insides are on fire. You're sweating. You can't speak.
Yeah,
You regret your decisions.
So this is chill. But anyway, anyways, went to the show, right?
Yeah.
And Bianca, like I said, Bianca's one of my favorite drag queens. I love her. She's essentially a roast comic. You know,
Like if Dave Chappelle did drag.
No, I mean more honestly, more like a Jeff Ross type thing, where it's just like all like they're known for roasting, and that's all they do, really.
Being the shadiest bitch.
Yeah, you know, like so you know they might have they have a little bit of their own set, really, but and at the end of the day, everything kind of reverts back to roasting something or somewhere. And I'll tell you what, after going to this show, I am very, very curious of how, like, if she was to ever have a Netflix special, just like Dave Chappelle just had, and got so much flack for it, right? Like, there's still people mad at him.
Yeah.
And usually these things die out after like a week or two, but there's still people mad at him. If she was to ever have a Netflix special, I want to know what her own community would feel about it, because obviously there's a decent amount of people that have paid to see her show. She sold out a show across America, probably like 1,100 seats per venue, but still the masses haven't seen it, right? And this is one hateful bitch. This is one hateful
Giving
bitch.
Dave a run for his money, huh?
Yeah, no, I mean, and see, that's the thing too. It's like if you did you watch the newest Dave Chappelle?
I did.
Okay,
I did.
and did you actually find it to be hateful?
I mean, hateful's a strong word, but I felt like at a certain point, it was like, why are you picking on marginalized groups to like get money? Like,
It feels
fuck
like he's
off.
beting a dead horse, right?
Yeah, it's like,
but,
bro, haven't they been through enough?
okay, so
Don't you have anything else?
Also, it's one of those things
Tired.
where I was talking to somebody about this, and it's Dave is kind of so in his own world and with so much money and so much this and so much that, where he doesn't really have problems,
Right.
you know? And so
What's
like
he gonna bitch about?
so he has like this just locked on audience that I've pissed these people off before. They've come back at me. Now I have more ammunition to talk about them because they've come back at me. So then there's his strife, there's his gripe, you know? And yeah, at some points it does feel like beating a dead horse, for sure. I'll even agree with that. Like, you know, three or four specials,
I mean,
all on trends.
I laughed a little bit. You know, some of it was really funny.
Some
Man's
of it-
got great delivery. He's Dave fucking Chappelle.
Yeah, exactly.
but
He's
it's like, dude, come on.
and he's also a fantastic storyteller, right? Like that whole like 20-minute story at the end is actually a good story.
Very well told. Yes.
Very well told story. Bianca, on the other hand, because like you know, you brought up Dave, and I brought up Dave because of the whole Netflix special thing. I don't know how well she would do with the masses, because everything that you can think of, she is going at it, and she's going at it at like 110. Like it was almost like she went back in between jokes and ripped like 3 giant lines of cocaine,
Oh my god.
and then was just like, "Now let me tell you about the gays."
I have opinions.
And it was so intense, and it was so intense, and she did like 15 to 20 minutes of like crowd work in the beginning that she like ended up going back to every once in a while. You know, there was just like, and I mean there was no person that she didn't refer to as like their deepest slur. Like the deepest slur you could think of for the community, that's who you were in the audience. It was just a trip to me to watch, because everybody, I mean, the whole place, and in my mind, this may not even be the same group of people, but in my mind, after seeing like the Netflix protest of Chappelle and all this stuff, this is the same group of people that were mad at him in my mind. And I'm watching, I mean, they are roaring with laughter. And is it just because it's one of your own? I'm curious.
I think that's a huge part of it. You know, it's like how black comics are allowed to shade on black people, but if anybody else does it, doesn't sound okay, because that's your community. It's your right to make those observations. I think that's probably what the justification would be. I think it's a double standard. It's bullshit, but you know.
Yeah, because I personally, like as a comic, as you know, a fan of comedy too, I think that if you can make a joke funny, no matter what you look like, you should be able to tell that joke if you can make it funny.
Right. It has to be funny.
You can see a clear like dividing line between somebody who is trying to find the joke in something versus somebody who is just saying hateful shit on a stage.
Using the stage as an excuse to spew bigoted bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, totally.
And you know,
I think the audience definitely feels that.
Yeah, I feel, and that's the thing too, is especially live. You know, if you're watching it on Netflix special, and sometimes you're not even like watching it all the way through, because I think it was like statistics say that most people watch like 20 minutes of a Netflix hour and then just bounce.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest, I love comedy, and I tune out after like 20 minutes most of the time, and then like I'll like pop back in for like the closer, you know, the closing joke or whatever. But it just, I don't know, sitting at home when you have your phone to distract you, do all this other stuff, it's just like you lost me at, you know, the baby arm joke. I don't know, dude. But yeah, man, dude, she was fucking wild. And also a little constructive criticism for Bianca herself was we left at an hour and a half and she was still going. She did over an hour and a half of hers, and there was also an opening act. But she did over an hour and a half where she got to the point where she was just repeating herself. And
Bianca.
it was one of those things where it's just like, dude, I know it was just COVID and shit, but they were obviously like new jokes that she wrote during that time. She was still working them out, but she was working them out for a theater full of people that paid good money to see her. And overall, I had a good time. It was a fun night out. I was happy I got to take my wife out. I was happy my mom got to come out too. Like I took the ladies out. We had a good, we had a night out, dude. And I haven't had like a good night out in a long time. So it was fun, man. Like I'm not complaining, but, just the little things like that, just a little observation was that like, and I just wanted your opinion on it because you're my gay friend. You're not my only one, but you're the only one I talk to freely. So I was sucking the dick the other day. Oh no. Anyways.
And this guy asked me what my name was. Gross.
It's so fucking shameful. Why do you need to know my name?
How dare you?
Quick thoughts on Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian.
Who? No, I'm just kidding. I mean, everyone's saying like, oh, this just proves that if you're funny, it's like Pete Davidson is not funny, but we know he has a giant dick. So that's what it is. Come on. And look at those weird like he looks like a Jim Henson claymation reject that got crossed with fucking The Hills Have Eyes. But I bet the dude can go down because look at those lips. I don't like him. I just whatever. Fuck you, Pete. I think it's great for them, and it's upsetting Kanye, which means that his music and diatribes will just get better.
See, that's where I was going with it too.
What's this doing to Ye? What is this doing to Ye?
My immediate thought was, is Kanye gonna get better again?
Is this the impetus that he requires?
Is Kanye gonna go full Sith Lord, and we're gonna just the darkness is gonna come out, and we're gonna get another like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy type shit?
We can only hope. We can only fucking hope.
Because dog, I can't. I mean, there was a couple good tracks on Donda, but.
We got an Andre 3000 verse out of it.
Yeah.
Which was great.
But there was a couple good tracks on Donda, but like, I mean, so much mindless fucking drivel. Like,
I just remember the live streams when he was renting that stadium for like $3 million a day and just like sleeping in it.
No, dude, the dude's fucking
When you have a mental breakdown and you have money, it's hilarious. I'm sorry. No,
I'm doing my very best to hold back my mental breakdowns until I have money. Like
that's when you're supposed to have them.
I suppress
in a suite at the Ritz-Carlton.
I suppress everything.
Place.
I suppress everything, every feeling, every desire, everything.
Bitch,
I suppress it all
rich.
until I'm waiting until I'm rich, and then I'm just gonna explode.
Y'all aren't even ready.
Nah, man. You think Kanye is bad? Wait until I have money.
The depravity.
It will be fucking wild.
But I did see one thing that, now, a gossip site pointed all this out to me. I would not have noticed. They showed a picture of Kim with Pete, and apparently Kim's like, she doesn't wear Yeezy stuff in public. Bitch was wearing Yeezys with Pete, though. And I was like, that's the kind of pettiness that I would want in a girlfriend. God bless you, Kim. I mean, I hate you, but bless that moment.
And then also, is that strategy...
That's like 50 Cent level pettiness.
Is that strategy to make Kanye great again? Like she knows she's gonna get photographed.
She knew everything.
Like she's fucking Kim Kardashian.
Kim's a very intentional person.
She gets photographed to everything she does.
Yep. She wouldn't
so
do it if she
picking
didn't.
those shoes to go out on a date and hold hands with Pete Davidson, and also, I heard somebody else say this, but
in the closet just like.
I'm not gonna take credit for this one. I heard somebody else say it, but the fact that Pete Davidson got Kim Kardashian to go to fucking Staten Island. Like that is, I mean, that dick must be huge.
According to Ariana Grande, it is mind controlling.
Well, she coined like the term big dick energy because of him, right? Like that was like the whole thing.
I don't remember that. I just remember like a month into them meeting, she was like, I need to marry him now. And I was like, the dick must be incredible. And he must use it correctly because this is fucking madness. Ariana... I hope you're okay, baby.
I just don't picture Pete Davidson like just Pete Davidson fucking. It just seems weird. Like
I don't want it. I don't want it. I'm not gonna.
I don't know. You like that or? I don't know. Whatever. You
Hills Have Eyes looking motherfucker. Get off of me.
I'm gonna come.
I'm gonna come. I'm coming. I'm coming, baby. And side note. Ariana always looks like she's fucking 12. So anyone who wants to fuck Ariana Grande, a little bit suspect. I'm just saying. She's always trying that shit. Like, why can't you look like an adult?
I mean, it's wild, too, because I mentioned this part before. She does look very, 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 very young. And her most recent music is all about being like fucked till she can't walk right.
That whole album is about the ways that I would like to be dicked. Like, that's all it is. Like, it's like, can we get some bops? Can we get some fucking bops? All this fucking I need dick music. You thirsty bitch. I love you, Ariana, but I'm done.
All right, I got one last thing I want to talk to you about, and then we're going to be done.
Let me have it, Daddy.
Have you heard about Kid Rock's new song?
Shut up. I fucking... Listen. Bada bada bang to bang diggy, motherfucker. Like, let's hear it. Give me a sample. Give me something. It's going to be trash. Does it feature Sheryl Crow?
I'm not playing any of the song for you, but I'm just going to tell you that Kid Rock has a new song, and it's generating some steam right now because...
Oh, my God.
He's given Snowflakes the finger, and that's...
Yes! Come for them. Oh, my God.
Kid Rock...
Can we get some lyrics?
Hey, I'll give you some. I'll give you some. Kid Rock, we spoke of patriots earlier in a different way. Kid Rock is a true patriot in the wrong way. He has a new song called "Don't Tell Me How to Live."
Okay.
And
start. The title alone.
The first okay, so it says this is decrying political correctness, fake news and views, and offended millennials. Here's a quote from the song. It says, "Years ago, I thought it was a joke, see? Now every kid got a motherfucking trophy." Okay, and then, okay. "But yo, homie, here's the situation. A nation of pussies is our next generation. And these minions and their agendas, every opinion has a millennial offended." Bars. Fucking bars.
Dylon, and Dylon, motherfucker. I spit hot fire. Wow, kid.
Who's the greatest rapper alive? Who's the greatest rapper alive?
Closing the studio down.
The song is packed with expletives. The song also features the Canadian rock group Monster Truck.
I
fucking
don't know, but I am intrigued.
And references rock as the sharpest tool in the shed. Never been the smartest, he says, and compares himself to Brad Pitt, albeit a little less pretty.
Okay.
I mean, it's going to be fun. We're going to have to listen to this at some point. The moment that we leave, we're going to have to listen to this.
I need it. Definitely.
We're going to wrap right there on a positive note, with knowing that Kid Rock has a new song out. Thank you again for coming out. Appreciate you.
You're very welcome,
Love
darling.
you.
It was always a pleasure. Thank you to all of you as well.
Thank you for watching The Worst. Please, like, subscribe, rate, review, do all that shit on iTunes, do it all on YouTube, do it all wherever you find podcasts. And thanks again. Good night.